was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set, ready? 60 or.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Johnson. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's get out the field, defense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. John Ross, 79 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Watch the safety creep.
Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Come on, fellas.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because
there he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Detroit Lions hit pay dirt.
hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now a play fake here on 1st down. just keeping the play alive. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Two times. Five down. Stand up in. Watch 48. Ready.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. Here's Matt Bosher now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
58, the money. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 58, right over there. Yeah. Go.
They're going to try and throw. It's caught. Jones. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
Set up. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Come on, QB, come on. Hit it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they will take a knee here.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down.
I got you, punk.
Ready? On fourth down, here's Stick. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
60 outlaw. First and 10 at the 25-yard line. 5.
And they take a knee.
Stick on the keeper.
Set. 60 or. Now.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready.
Two running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Hey. 4 down. I got two.
And they will take a knee here.
Stick on the keeper.
Come on.
The
set.
decision to go for it on fourth has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To the right and complete to Galladay. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
And they take a knee.
Stick on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Vikings.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Get it.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Stick on the keeper. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for Detroit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on now, let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 29, Jackson. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go. Pittsburgh, 15, check my 15. He can't hang. Let's go. Right.
Jackson on first down. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bailey got the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Show it.
Here's Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
5.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's James. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's hit carry for Johnson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, come on,
Hey, Alpha.
42's much.
Don't let him breathe.
They go to Johnson again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Stick from the gun. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready? 60 or. General West.
First and 10, stick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. On 3rd down, it's stick. Goodness, what a catch at the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Stick back to pass. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A terrific run there by Penny. 41 yards.
1st down, Minnesota.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stephon Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Well, 58's the mic. Here we go, here we go. Hey, watch
Go on, go on. Let's go. Shoot.
A shotgun throw for Stick. Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Ready,
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
12 yards there and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 54 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Protein spill. Jim.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stick. And that's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Stick. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
On the set.
22's coming, Mike. Here we go. Check. Let's go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one for the Detroit